So welcome to round 4 of the MC British Superbike series. We're here at sunny Snetterton in Norfolk, and we're just going to do a quick walk up and down the pits to see if we can see and chat to some of the leading riders. So we're here with Chris Walker. Chris, fantastic win last time out at Alton Park. Absolutely thrilled for you. How was it?
Oh, it was mega. It was a big day for us, especially as a team. You know, the team kind of came back from the brink over the winter, and I got a ride real late. So to get a win so early in the season is a phenomenal start for us, and a big jump up the championship points as well, which is mega.
And it was a wet race. We saw you catching. You caught Brooksy. Talk us through the last little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those races where you never knew you were going to win it till you cross the line, but I did just get that feeling that it wasn't just going to be a podium. Once I started catching Brooksy, and Brooksy was digging in, and then we both started really shaking, I thought, if my tyres last, we got a chance of getting this one. And it was, I have to say, the boys, it was a bit of a guesstimate on the chassis setup. We put a real soft power map in there to kind of give the tyre an easier life, and fair play to them, the tyres were the best out of the podium boys at the end, and that's really what won us the race, and a pretty good start as well, which helped.
And top of the podium, so fantastic, and the crowd went mad.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realise, you don't really do the sums, and you know, I was literally, as I pulled in, somebody went, it's 12 years since you won one, and I didn't realise it had been that long in BSB, that since I won a race. And it was on the cool down lap, you go around and the crowds are waving, and the reaction from them, it was like they'd actually waited 12 years for me to win another one. It was just phenomenal, it really was. And you know, fair play to them, the support I've had over the years has been phenomenal.
Well, there's plenty of us who remembered, you know, that 12 years ago and the last, you know, race that you had with Hodgson, and so, you know, absolutely thrilled for you. So now we're in Norfolk, Snetterton. How are you going here?
Yeah, I've not found it quite as easy so far this weekend. I only qualified 16th, so 4th row of the grid, so I've got some work to do, but we tried a few things this morning warm, it was 10th quickest in morning warm, so hopefully we've gone the right way. I think it's the sunshine, we're not used to it. It's rained at every event so far this year, and it's like being in Misano it is, so I think that's what must have thrown a spanner in the works for us, but no, it's good. The bike's really good actually, so we've got no excuses. We just need to try and find a bit of a setting over race 1 to get us up further up the grid for race 2 with a qualifying position. So.
And then looking ahead to Knock Hill, is that a good track for you?
Yeah, to be honest, I like them all. Thruxton, I think, is my nemesis, and that's been and gone. I don't dislike the place, I just always seem to have a bit of bad luck there for no reason, and we've never had a problem with the Kawasaki ever. And then we had a bike breakdown on us at Thruxton, and it's always the same. But now all the ones coming up, you know, we've obviously back to Alton again, we've got Knock Hill again next one, that's one of my favourite little tracks actually, and Donington as well towards the end of the summer, so some good tracks for me coming up.
Brilliant. And there's a bit of a gap between now and Knock Hill, so people who are watching this I've noticed you're on Twitter now.
Yeah, I've took the step. Yeah, we're on there. I've got a few followers, so thanks to the guys that's following me. CW Stalker 9. I mean, it's great actually, great way of keeping in touch with people. And obviously, although there's they've got 3 weekends off from the racing. I've got the race school now, the Chris Walker race school, so we're busy. We've got 2 dates next week and another one the week after and the week after. So I'm a busy boy in the gap.
And how's that going? Just talk us just quickly before this race starts. How is that race school going?
Yeah, despite the torrid weather we've had, we haven't had a dry one yet, which is a bad thing. But people have still enjoyed it. Had a great day. The instructors are all at this paddock. Jamie Whittam's involved with it as well. He does some of the briefings and stuff and does a great job for us. And the riders, you know, they are the cream of the crop. Ben Wilson, Billy McConnell, Dan Linford, you know, Peter Hickman. They're the guys that you see out on the track here racing with me today. Westy does it as well. He's a great kid coming through the ranks. And no, it's a lot of fun actually. Big day out.
Well, we'll have to come up and do a day with you sometime soon.
No, I keep inviting you. I think you're scared. You need to get up there.
Brilliant. All right, we'll put it there. I'll see you up there next time.
See you up there, mate. Cheers.
Nice one. Thanks, Chris. Cheers. So here in the Samsung Honda garage with John Kirkham. John, first, before we talk about Snetterton, talk us through that horrendous looking crash you had at Alton Park and how you're feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling about 90% there. Yeah, just struggling with my left eye a little bit. The head's absolutely fine, but yeah, I was frustrated as I got past in a few weird places, and I was just trying my hardest in that race. And the next thing I knew, I come off up Clay Hill, and I was sliding backwards, and I just thought, I'm going to miss the barrier at this rate. But then I woke up in the med centre, so I'd not missed the barrier. Yeah, so 3 weeks, just been sort of steady recovery, just not doing a great deal. And then did a ride at Cadwell the other night and felt all right. So yeah, we've rolled out here. We're not ideally where we want to be on the grid after qualifying, but we're here. We're gonna get some points back in these races. So I just want to go out there and enjoy it. Try and get the Samsung Honda team and myself some points back, and obviously get my confidence back as well. So it's a nice day for it.
Yeah, well, brilliant day, and this is a really fast circuit, so I guess, you know, not an easy one to kind of get your confidence back. But you're looking good out there, feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, just we've been playing around with the bike. We've even changed the bike for the race just to make it a little bit easier to ride. So yeah, we'll go out and see what we can do.
And then the next round at Knock Hill. Last year you had a brilliant result there. So are you looking forward to that already, or are you just looking at getting kind of Snetterton done and dusted first?
Yeah, I'm sort of looking forward to Knock Hill. Last year Hopper fell off and took me down, and then the red mist came out and my lap times went straight down. So I want to try and get the lap times down without getting the red mist out this year. So it'd be nice to go there and try and do that and be sort of on it from free practice 1 all through the weekend.
Brilliant. Okay, well look, I've just heard the 3-minute siren, so we'll let you go, but good luck today, John.
Cool. Cheers, matey. Thanks.
Nice one. Cheers. So I'm down here in the Swan Yamaha garage with team boss Gary Eckerold. Gary, great result in race 1 for Norrie and Tommy Hill, who obviously came first. How was it for them?
Yeah, obviously Tommy taking the win, which is the second win this season, and the first person to have won 2 races. We've had a strange season, we've had 6 races so far, and we've had different winners at almost every event. So to win 2 now, he's showing his form again from last season, which is fantastic. And Norrie 4th place. Well, that now he finished second at Alton, but that's as good as a result as he's had. So yeah, certainly finding his feet within the team. It's fantastic.
And it's still ultra competitive. I know in qualifying it was 0.01 of a second covering the first 2. So how are you expecting kind of race 2 to shape up, especially now with the heat?
In qualifying trim, you saw the top 3 guys, as you say, 0.1 of 1,000th of a second between Michael and Josh Brooks, and then only another 300th of a second back to Tommy. In the race it stretched out a little bit. Obviously the temperatures are quite hot here, so the tyres started working differently on the Suzuki and the Yamaha and the Honda, and our tyres seemed to work quite well. So Tommy seemed to stretch out a bit of a gap, and then he just managed that gap for about the last 3 or 4 laps, which was fantastic.
So great result, and he started to pull a bit of a lead, which, as you say, is it's been a really tight championship so far. Let's talk about Norrie. He's really improving, and just pipped Alex Lowe's on the line. How's he feeling?
To be honest with you, he was slightly disappointed with that result, which you can imagine. Norrie wants to win everything. Having come from World Championship, he's come here expecting to run at the front of this field. So for him to have finished 4th, he was, to be honest, was slightly disappointed. He's had a bit of a problem at the front end all weekend, and we just haven't quite managed to get rid of the feeling he's had. He's making a change for race 2, and we'll see how that pans out. But one thing we've learnt about Norrie, just when you think he's not going to deliver a result, he comes out and pulls one out of the bag. So I certainly wouldn't put my house on that he wasn't going to get a result in race 2. I think the one thing about Norrie, even if he doesn't get a result, he certainly puts a show on for the crowd, which is fantastic. It's fantastic for our sponsors because it attracts attention to our team, and I think all round he's a fantastic addition to the British Superbike Championship. So I think we all look forward to watching him ride.
Brilliant. Well, look, good luck for race 2, and maybe chat to you afterwards.
Cheers. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Gary.